Stephen was always a very intelligent young boy, and he grew up on a huge farm where he began his fascination with all things medical by practicing holding a stethoscope close to his ears and listening to the heartbeat of the sheep and pigs and even the neighbor's dog. All of this was even more amazing because Stephen lived in the fifth dimension and was a very special teenager who quickly realized he could easily sneak into the White House if he wore his alien fancy dress party outfit, and then it made things really easy when he needed a chat with the big boss of America. All he was interested in, however, was getting to know more about UFOs and this special recreational park called Area 51. Everything was going really well for him, and by the age of 14, he had grown up to be very strong and tall, but had started to pick on a couple of his younger colleagues, Lou and Grumbles, or Groosh for real. Every Friday night, they would take turns having secret midnight watches, where they would lie on the top of their parents' house with binoculars looking for UFOs and, of course, the aliens that used to pop round from the fifth dimension to come and see Stephen. Lou is a true blue patriot and best described as a ghost who works incredibly hard in the shadows and makes things happen. That is what Stephen said when he was interviewed recently on World TV, as he is now a famous superstar and has also admitted to being a hybrid reptilian, which of course we had all known because of the way that he walked strangely and had a big lump in his throat that had started to grow some green gills on it. Everyone was very jealous, of course, growing up, but now that Stephen was old enough to go and meet girls, he had found it really difficult, particularly with his tongue being so incredibly long that it was pretty much dangling by his knees and had a nasty fork at the end. The boys got on really well for many years, until, of course, they came face to face with Jason Sands and Richard Doty, the two guys from the other side of town who had very wealthy parents who worked for intelligence agents. Both of them had struck up some really good jobs, but were mysterious about it. And when they met up at the UFO Cafe for a Coca-Cola, the strange pale blue friends that came along insisted that neither of them had any soap in their bathrooms, and a bad smell had started to break out, which was annoying the tall gray men also, because they had run out of fuel for the plasma, or which was kept in Stephen's garage. It's mysterious now because we don't hear much from all of them, but their best buddy, who was always cracking jokes, laughing, and being the center of attention, Jeremy Cornell, is now hosting a UFO dating program which is getting really high reviews. The moral of the story is never to underestimate the underdog, share underwear with little blue men, or be nasty to tadpoles, as you never know what they're going to grow up into. Must rush, there's a fab party going on tonight in the fifth dimension, bowling alley, and it's anti-gravity night, so I can't wait to get there.